Good morning once again from the University of Iowa Rec Complex, the softball complex, for the Iowa softball team. It is Brian Ratchin with Family Ties Production, welcoming you to our sixth game of the Iowa City West Rick Duran Classic, 24th year for this great tournament, as the North Scott Lancers, your North Scott Lancers, taking on Charles City in the Lancers' fourth and final game of this two-day extravaganza from Iowa City. The Lancers upending number one rated Durant Bennett in the game just completed. Charles City will look to rebound after a 13-3 loss to Charles City. We're about ready to get underway as North Scott is going to be starting with Allie Rucker doing the pitching and the catching, Tori McCoy. The Lancers, the home team, as Charles City will be starting with Jacqueline Foster in the leadoff position. She is the left fielder. Abby Lasher is the shortstop in batting second, followed by Lisa Burns in center field.
Brian's here.
First pitch underway from Rucker, and that's in there for a ball. Behind Burns will be in the number 4 spot Michaela Foster, the catcher. That's fouled off. Mara Forsyth is at first base and batting fifth. Kirby Meyer is doing the pitching for the Comets of Charles City. Morgan Strader in right field. Third baseman Abby Stout. And the designated player is Ashley Panish, as Jacqueline Foster grounds out to shortstop Tor Holly for out number one. The second baseman, by the way, for Charles City will be Renee Parker. Panish is DHing for her, or DPing as the terminology will be. Abby Lasher now comes to bat. North Scott's defense right now, Allie Rucker, we'll get that right. She is doing the pitching. Catching is Tori McCoy. Tori McCoy doing the catching as the bunt single down, and not in time as we have a one-out bunt single by Abby Lasher. The infield going first base to third, Anna Buffelli, Hannah Lindeman, Tor Holly, and Dana Suter. And in the outfield, Mackenzie Heim, Kayla Neighbor, and Lindsay Poles. Two 8th graders starting for the Lancer varsity, as both Rucker and Heim are going to be entering their freshman years this fall. In Iowa, players can play 5 years on the varsity, 8th grade to senior year, as that's straight down the middle. But it's a ball, a little low. North Scott's had some good games against Charles City over the years. So that's fouled back. Rucker goes back into the pitcher's circle. Allie Rucker, the ace of the North Scott staff, just an 8th grader, most innings. Has a 13-4 record at least coming into today. Coming into the tournament, as that is fouled off a long way. Almost getting onto the main University of Iowa field. There are 4 fields here at this complex, and North Scott has played on every one of them here this weekend. That's popped high, and that's going to be out of play. Oh, almost hit somebody.
Do you see Ryan? Ryan? Where?
He for that to happen. Almost hit Ozzy. Earl Osterberg, the longtime North Scott supporter, of course, father of Pleasant Valley coach Lori Duncan. Duncan, the former Lori Osterberg, successful at North Scott. Back in the early part of the decade, relieved Denny Johnson for a couple of years. After he got out of coaching, decided to concentrate on athletic director duty. A long at bat there ends as Lisa Burns. We didn't have a chance to introduce her. She popped up to the first baseman, Anna Buffelli. Anna has had a really great tournament here. I am impressed with her. Buffelli just a sophomore. It's a very young North Scott team. As you know. As Michaela Forsyth, now bat, 2 out, 1-0 count, tries to get the bunt down. There's a steal attempt, and Abby Lasher is safe.
Hi. I don't remember when I was at the pool with you. Yeah.
Throw was not there in time, would not have been there in time.
My phone's still alive. Your grandma showed us pictures.
As Lasher had a good jump on the ball there. Allie Rucker delivers, swing and a miss, strike 2. As that we've seen plenty of foul balls this weekend here. And there's a nice hit, but that's going to be caught by the right fielder Lindsey Poles. So Charles City gets a 1-out hit, but nothing more. After 1/2 inning, Charles City nothing, and North Scott coming to bat. There you go, second inning, as Tor Holly leads off. Looked like she had a single up the left field line, but it was stopped there nicely by Abby Stout, the third baseman for the Comets. And the throw over to first gets Holly. So Tor Holly out on the grounder to third base, but Kayla Neighbor follows up with a hit to left field. 1-out single. Holly, of course, the leadoff batter, the shortstop. Kayla Neighbor, the center fielder, batting second. Behind her, the team's leading hitter, Miss Anna Buffelli. And behind Buffelli will be Dana Suter batting fourth. Hannah Lindeman is fifth in the lineup. She is the second baseman. The designated player for this game will be Allie Dittmer, as the throw down to second. Neighbor steals quite easily. Again, had the jump. And the catcher unable to get it down there in time, Michaela Forsyth, as the throw by Kirby Meyer. That's going to be a long hit there, and that is going to be a big triple at the very least. An RBI triple, and North Scott is on the board, 1-0. Nice job there by Anna Buffelli. They tripled the right field, and there was no chance for him to, the Charles City outfield, to get the ball in before the run scored. 1-0 North Scott, bottom of the first inning, 1 out. Buffelli at third, as Dana Suter, the Dana Burger, one of 4 seniors, It's also Tor Holly, Kelsey Redmond, and Kayla Neighbor. We had 3 over the weekend at times, but we've always left one senior out, and we don't want to do that. Some coaching instruction there. Denny Johnson, legendary advice. Said Johnson was relieved a few years to concentrate on athletic director duties. Back in the middle part of the last decade, 2002 to 2005, he was away. He been part of the North Scott softball scene, however, continuously since 1975. As the bunt is down and Suter is out, as the bunt goes foul. Hannah Lindemann to bat. Anyway, continue the starting offensive lineup for North Scott. Lindsay Poles in right field. Ball barely gets past Lindemann. Mackenzie Heim over in left field, and Tori McCoy behind the plate. Allie Rucker doing the pitching. The pitch. Again, past Lindemann, clearly outside. Almost a wild pitch as Buffelli tried to get a jump. The pitch, swing and foul. 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. 2-2 count. Lindemann's also another one of those good players, part of a really nice sophomore class. Will be juniors this fall, as that's batted foul.
That's for real talk.
Swing and foul back. And that's going to be popped up to the left fielder, and it's caught. But North Scott gets a run on the board early. The RBI triple by Anna Buffelli, and it's 1-0 North Scott after 1 complete inning. We'll be right back. Top of the second inning. 1-0 North Scott over Charles City. Comets and Mara Forsyth to the bat. She's number 5 batter, and behind her Kirby Meyer and Morgan Schrader as first pitch in there for a strike. 1-0, or 0-1 rather. A nice hit there. That's up the middle there. Wobbled a little bit, but that's all the further that Mara Forsyth's going to get is first base, a single to lead off. Games go 90 minutes to the time limit. Thereafter, the only way they go beyond 90 minutes is if an inning's in progress or if extra innings are required, and then they go to international rules. They put somebody on second base to start the next inning. We have Kirby Meyer now to bat. She'll try to get Mara Forsyth around. There's a bunt. Almost caught there, diving Tori McCoy. Couldn't quite get her hands on it. Well, that would have been one good time to say couldn't quite get your mitts on it.
Can you pronounce the whole word properly?
So we'll do it again. 0-2 count on Meyer. Rucker swings and misses strike 3. He said, Allie Rucker, the standout of the Lancer bullpen as an 8th grader. 13-4 coming in, 2.17 record, or 2.17 ERA with 51 strikeouts and giving up 78 hits. Down low. Rucker's been up and down her 8th grade season. Allie Rucker, of course, the granddaughter of former North Scott interim superintendent Dennis Rucker. Served back in 2008-2009. There's a single that's going to be just past the second baseman, Anna Lindemann. She had a glove on it, but it kind of bounced off it. We'll still give it a single. North Scott 2-1 so far this weekend. Losing to Iowa City High in a game they probably should not have lost. Certainly not 6-1, but then they came back, got Iowa City West 2-1, comeback win, and then played very well in upsetting #1 ranked Durant Bennett. Durant Bennett, the top-ranked team in Iowa Class 2A. Iowa City West also ranked in 4A. As the bunt goes foul, McCoy back to get it. 1-1 count. Again, runners at first and second. Just one out. Here's the delivery. Down low, bunted, foul, 3rd out. Nope. Take that back. That's not an out. That's strike 2, rather. Runners do move up 2nd and 3rd. That might have been actually a wild pitch. That's popped up. Caught. Dana Suter, nice job there. You're filming in front of the screen here, so that's why you see kind of the what appears to be pixelation. It's always good to get their smiles on their faces once they make a nice play. As Rucker delivers to Ashley Panish. And Panish grounds out to the pitcher after 1.5. Charles City threatened, but couldn't cash in. And it's 1-0 North Scott. We'll be right back. Did miss a couple of batters there in the last inning for Charles City. Morgan Schrader and Abby Stout had been to bat, got a couple outs, as North Scott begins the bottom half of the second inning with a lead-out ground-out by Allie Dittmer to the pitcher. Kirby Meyer records out #1. Comes now to the plate, Lindsay Poles. There's a nice hit there. It skips past the 3rd baseman, and shortstop covering the play couldn't get it. Abby Stout showed some. It was off her glove. Abby Lasher, the shortstop, showed some hustle but couldn't get a good handle on it, and I'll have to call that one an error. Good field, and you have a chance to get the runner, but we have Pinch runner in, Maddie Youngers.
His daughter, he has like a black eye.
Mackenzie Heim comes to the plate. Youngers, another 8th grader for North Scott. Be part of the future success of the Lancers as a bunt single and it drops foul right in front of the glove of Caleb Forsyth, the Charles City catcher. Charles City, should note, wearing the black jerseys and pants with the orange numerals and lettering. North Scott, of course, in their white uniforms as Heim gets the bunt single down, nicely put. Once again, that speed is killing a lot of teams lately for North Scott, a lot of North Scott opponents, and got 2 on, couple 8th graders on the base paths. Maddie Youngers over at second, Heim over at first. Tori McCoy comes to the plate. Tori McCoy's had a decent weekend as Meyer delivers ball 1. Meyer set, delivers in there for strike 1. Oh, down the left field third base line there. Strike 2.
Oh, yeah, touch me again. I thought
We'll do it again. Again, down the third base line.
Oh my god.
Coach Johnson for North Scott telling Tori McCoy and straighten that thing out. Runners take their sets. McCoy down low. Showed bunt. Youngers trailed off a little bit too far, but she got back. And apparently McCoy struck out.
Really?
2 out. Brings Tor Holly back. And top of the order for North Scott is that's a grounder to short, and the throw from Lasher over to Mara Forsyth is good. That ends the inning. North Scott threatens, has 2 on, but can't cash in. After 2 complete, it is still 1-0 North Scott. Will be right back. Getting the top of the 4th inning, or 3rd inning rather. Charles City, as we said, in the black uniforms. North Scott in the white uniforms with red lettering and numbers, and gray pants with the red and white stripes.
Yeah, I don't know where that story went.
As a bunt single down, safe. Jacqueline Foster, the leadoff batter for Charles City. It's a leadoff bunt single.
I went shopping, got some stuff, and I was at this game, and then
Abby Lasher now, number 2 batter in the lineup. Try to bat Foster around. Foster with the steal. Nicely done there. She had a good jump.
yeah.
No chance to get her.
Is she behind?
Yeah.
Rucker delivers. Lasher fouls it back.
No, not if it's like a big.
Emily Reason. Oh yeah.
In baseball, the
God's to
Lasher gets back to the box. There's delivery up high. Ball 2. Outside for ball 3. Don't want to lose her. And Rucker, as Lasher gets the bunt down, gets the out.
That's so cute.
1-3,
Fiend.
I believe. I didn't see if Hannah Lindemann covered the bunt, but Anna Buffelli
Fiend.
definitely
Yes.
having a hand in it as we have one out.
Yeah.
Foster moves up to third base as brings down Lisa Burns.
You're not gonna lose it. You will.
Burns, the top hitter of the Comets, 525 batting average, and that's why right there, RBI single for her, as Charles City ties it up at 1 apiece. Foster home easily on that single to left. Coming into the weekend, Burns, Lisa Burns had 44 RBIs, and we have a pinch runner, it appears, or just maybe some consultation, I don't know. We can do this. It looks a little pixelated there, it might have focused,
Do you see my football picture?
but
Yeah.
what do we got going on here? Maybe an out? I don't know.
Is it really?
Nope, it is a pinch runner as I had thought. We'll get her name here momentarily. Sydney Etherington.
That's creepy. He probably is a little uncomfortable now. I think that's your point.
Sydney Etherington as she takes first base with Michaela Forsythe at bat. Rucker sets, delivers, swing, grounder to short,
Oh my
or
God.
short third base. Dana Suter makes the throw to Buffelli over at first for out number 2.
Okay, that'd be creepy.
Tires Michaela Forsythe.
That is
Now it's Mara
hilarious.
Forsythe. 2 out, number 5 batter. 5th batter in the inning as Etherington moves up to second base.
Yeah, her mom's wearing her sunglasses.
As
Oh my
pitch
God.
fouled off. Blown away.
Your sunglasses matching.
1-1.
And her shoes.
And my shoe. Oh yeah, I remember.
Come on.
Oh my God. It's your act.
The delivery, swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, Sammy.
And still coming in here at a pretty steady clip here. 1-2 count. Rucker delivers to Mara Forsythe. That's going to be popped up. And that's going to drop fair. And that's enough for an RBI single by Mara Forsythe. As Sydney Etherington crosses the plate. It's 2-1 Charles City. Couple nice hits there. That one kind of was a bloop single just fair. Saw a couple of Lancers going for it. Lindemann and Buffelli and Poles over in right field, but nobody could get to it, really. It's one of those crazy singles that just happen to drop wherever, and Charles City has a 2-1 lead. As Kirby Meyer, there's another single up the middle. Charles City finding a way to keep this inning going here. North got
Okay, let's fix it.
Allie Recker's gonna have to find a way to get out of this. If not, it's gonna be the same kind of day it was yesterday against Iowa City
I
High.
go back again. They adjust me. I go back again Tuesday at 11.
Morgan Schrader to the plate.
Good night.
Outside.
No.
Ball 1, Rutgers delivery.
Yeah, because they didn't think I would read. My mom didn't tell them like at first. She said I
There's a grounder to first base, and Suter gets it over to Buffelli. And Northcott is out of the inning as Charles City gets a couple of RBIs, Mara Forsyth and Lisa Burns. Charles City 2, Northcott 1. We'll be right back. Charles City rallying in the top half of the third inning with 2 runs, RBIs by Lisa Burns and Mara Forsyth. Northcott's going to have to rally now from a 2-1 deficit. Kayla Neighbor leading off. Number 2 batter for the Lancers against Kirby Meyer, as that is out of play, foul down the left field line. Neighbor, Anna Buffelli, and Dana Suter with the at-bats in this inning as Neighbor takes ball 2. Kirby Meyer, Charles City pitcher, delivers. The bunt down, and Neighbor gonna use that speed. She gets there safely. Fielded by the third baseman, Abby Stout, but had no chance to get it down there.
I know.
Trying not to risk anything, and it's wise to do so. Comes now Anna Buffelli, the team's leading hitter, over 500.
Nice head.
I mean, not always.
Oh, balk. That looked like a balk to me. Maybe she didn't go, I don't know. But Buffelli, 505 on the season. 31 RBIs coming into the game. There's a bunt. And she's going to get on. Back-to-back bunt singles. Charles City trying to field it, and
Good job, Dragon. Great job.
just like Kayla Neighbor. That time, Meyer, the pitcher, couldn't get it to first in time, and that's why we have back-to-back singles and runners on. Dana Suter, and again the single, and that time there's an overthrow. They try to get the runner at first. Dana Berger Suter, just like that, 3 bunt singles, actually 2 bunt singles in the air at first, and Charles City coach wants to talk things over here. A run scores in the meantime, Kayla Neighbor scoring, and Buffelli moving up to third. Nick Johnson, the Northcott coach, talking things over with Hannah Lindemann. As I'm sure the Charles City coach, Brian Bolin, not happy by giving up a couple bunt singles and missing out on the third. Rolling some mental errors on all 3 of those plays, if you probably were to ask him. So Buffelli at third, the Dana Berger at second, and And Lindemann at the plate takes ball 1 from Meyer. Charles City defense, just to remind everybody, Kirby Meyer pitching. Catching is Michaela Forsyth. Has another pop, and that's going to go foul. Lindemann holding there to avoid interference call. Mara Forsyth at first base. Rest of the infield, second base, Renee Parker. The shortstop, Abby Lasher, and the third baseman, Abby Stout. Outfield, Jacqueline Foster, Lisa Burns, and Morgan Schrader. As the 1-1 delivery comes, and that's fouled off by Lindemann. Good delivery, and once again fouled off. Lindemann having a good at bat here. Fouling everything off. 1-2 count. Lindemann waits Meyer's delivery. That's popped up. Should be caught by the first base. No! It skips out of her glove. That's going to be the same as a foul. Do it again. Well, give a better too many chances. It could bite you here as Meyer sets and delivers outside, ball 2. Well, actually showing full count. I think it's just 2-2. The bunt single down once again. Lindemann, that time they get the runner at first. Meyer to Forsyth, but guess what? North got back in the lead. Sacrifice bunt by Lindemann. 1 out for North Scott. Runner at third. The Danaberger moves up to third. As Allie Dittmer waits the delivery, and it's outside, ball 1. We'll do it again here, 1-1 count. Meyer delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Nice hit.
The delivery, nice hit there. And it goes into the, skips off the third baseman's glove, and that's going to be a single. As Dana Suter scores, RBI single by Allie Dittmer. Make it 4-2. Like I said, that was off the glove of Abby Stout. Tried to make the play there and skipped over to the just beyond the shortstop's position. And North Scott starting to come alive there. I guess they didn't take too kindly to being down by a run. As Meyer sets, delivers, outside, ball 1. And it's Lindsay pulls, takes her swing. Up high, should be caught, and it is for out number 2. The left fielder, Jacqueline Foster, fielding that. And Lindsay pulls out, as I said, on the fly out to left field. Kenzie Heim. And that gets past the glove of Michaela Forsyth, rather, as Allie Dittmer. Down low, make that ball 2.
Hi.
3-0 count. Ira doesn't want to lose her, and that's a strike. Heim takes strike 1. And that gets past Heim's chest, and that is ball 4. Tori McCoy comes to the plate now, 8th batter in this 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Batted foul. We'll do it again. McCoy shows bunt.
Yep, sure thing.
Yes, ooh, almost hit her, and that's a wild pitch just the same.
He's sitting in his chair.
Runners move up to 2nd and 3rd. Dittmer and Heim. As McCoy once again. McCoy takes strike 1. 2-1 count. Swing and miss, strike 3. Well, North Scott, a great inning, the best inning offensive. We did stop the tape a little early. What we were saying is that was North Scott's best offensive outing of the tournament here so far at the Rick Duran Classic. Iowa City West hosting. 3 runs in that last inning. Took advantage of some bunt singles and some good base running. RBIs by Dana Suter, Hannah Lindemann, and Allie Dittmer make the score 4-2. North Scott, top of the 4th inning now. Starting with Abby Stout in the number 8 position as she grounds out to second base. Lindemann over to Buffelli. Nice first out. Almost halfway through this game here as far as timing goes. 90-minute time limit on the games. This record delivers to Ashley Paniche. That's going to be caught by Hannah Lindemann. Deep in the infield, and that's out number 2. So Ashley Paniche out on the fly to second. Quick inning here for the Charles City Comets after scoring 2 runs and sending 6 to the plate last time. Rucker might face the minimum if she can get Jacqueline Foster out, and it looks like it could happen. Shortstop, Tori McCoy. No! Spoke too soon. Jacqueline Foster, apparently some good speed by her. Tori McCoy had a throw there in time, it looked like, and Foster beat the throw, so going to send Abby Lasher to the plate. Foster's had some good hits. She's a good hitter. As the throw down to second, way off the mark. Wouldn't have gotten Foster anyway. But, well, it's good to see Kayla Neighbor in the center field position backing up second base. So that's always the sign of a well-disciplined, fundamentally sound team such as North Scott, as they have been for the past 38 years. This is North Scott's 39th team, actually, dating back to 1973, the first team that went 2 games, no record of how they played against Bettendorf. First postseason tournament back in 1974, as it's 2-1 count. Buffelli delivering to number 3, Ashley Lasher. The grounder to second, Lindemann over to Buffelli, and that's the inning. After 3.5, it's still North Scott 4 and Charles City 2. We're right back. About ready to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. North Scott ahead 4-2. We're just mentioning that North Scott's softball history dates back to 1973. Had kind of a abbreviated season the first year, 1973. First full season in 74, as Tor Holly's going to pop up. No! Did we get a ball? Yeah, we got a fly out. And at the top of your screen there, one of the outfielders, probably the center fielder, Lisa Burns, had that. Off the first pitch, Tor Holly out. On the fly out to center field, brings now Kayla Neighbor. And the Neighbor girl fouls it off. Anyway, North Scott's first full varsity team. Only one in school history that's had a losing record. They went 5-13 that year. And North Scott has been above the 500 mark since 1975, the first year Denny Johnson came. Actually, he was an assistant that first year. As the Neighbor girl fouls it back and into the top of the backstop.
Line drive right to the
Michaela Forsyth, the catcher, picks it up. 1-2 count. Of course, North Scott has state championship rings from 1987, 1993, and 2002. 2 of those won by Coach Johnson, the other by Lori Osterberg, the former Lori Osterberg, that is, as she is now Lori Duncan over at Pleasant Valley. Nice single there to left. That's going to be extended into a double. Hannah Lindemann, the 1-out single to left. Kind of left center, actually. We do want to mention these are very long outfields, 275 feet all the way around to the fence. You hit to the fence, it's the same as an inside the park home run on these auxiliary fields here. All 3 of them. Swing and a miss, and the wild throw by the catcher and Hannah Lindemann. You can bet she was going to score, and she did. 5-2. That's a grounder. Too short by Anna Buffelli. Not that it matters, as North Scott has a 3-run lead. Well, of course, you always want more. And that's going to send Dana Suter to the plate. Suter, one of 4 seniors for North Scott. The others, Tor Holly, Kelsey Redmond, and Keela Neighbor. Gets past her for ball 1. Redmond, we want to mention a little bit about her. She doesn't play a whole lot, but when she gets in the game, it's always good to see her. Well deserved. That's going to go in there for a single. The Dana Berger gets it past third base. Dana Suter, she's one of those that has been around the softball program for a long time. Actually, this is Lindemann as Kayla Neighbor. We misstated her name earlier. I get confused so easy, but I do apologize. But we want to give credit where it was due. Kayla Neighbor was the one that scored on the error from the throwing error by the catcher, Michaela Forsythe, trying to get her at third. Up high, and that's going to drop for a single. Make that a double. Wait, that's going to be an RBI. As Dana Suter just came around third with a full head of steam, and Hannah Lindemann, RBI double, makes it 6-2 North Scott. North Scott is on a roll here, last 2 innings. Comes down to the plate, Allie Dittmer. Dittmer off the glove. Oh my, that was a tough one off the glove, but still an out. Didn't see how that happened, but it's out number 3. North Scott gets 2 more. Kayla Neighbor scoring on the air, and Hannah Lindemann's doubled to left field. It's 6-2 North Scott. We'll be right back. We're back at University of Iowa Rec Complex in Iowa City. North Scott 6, Charles City 2, top of the 5th inning, and you. As we begin the top half of the 5th inning with apparently a pinch hitter. This is Sydney Etherington. She was a pinch runner last time, so we'll see how this works out here. As she took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Outside, ball 1. Allie Rucker doing a nice job at the mound, but as I said, she's an 8th grader, and she's one of those pitchers that you're going to have to give her offensive support to get her through her growing pains. Ball 2.
I can never do that. Sometimes
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Next pitch there, just outside. Actually, it did fool her, as Etherington should not have been swinging. And going to send to the plate now Michaela Forsythe, number 4 batter in the lineup. 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I was shopping yesterday and today.
Abby, who's winning your game?
City?
Rucker waits, delivers, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah. I was debated.
See how Rucker can do here as
I like Dura than Java chip.
Forsythe
Or espresso or something.
sets.
I've had it.
Rucker delivers, strike 3, swinging.
What kind is that?
2 strikeouts for Allie Rucker. She's starting to come around now. Mara Forsythe comes to the plate now, 2 out.
It gives you the weird. I don't get that with this.
We're not keeping track of, we're not keeping bugs, so we're not keeping track of how they do from inning to inning, but
It's just like, you know, that has like that film on your.
we're doing our best here as it's foul back for strike 1, same as strike 1.
Never.
Like, there's an aftertaste. Class. I like the taste. I like the taste of it. It's like if you
Rucker
don't have time to eat breakfast,
sets,
you just drink it.
delivers, swing and foul back,
It's really like protein shake.
That's what
stuff.
bounces off the gate and close to the third base line. Suter, and Dana Berger gets it back over to Rucker. As our 8th grade pitcher gets set and delivers, swing and foul back. Now from this, where I'm sitting, I can't see if it goes onto a different field or not, but there have been foul balls from this field, this particular game, that have gone on to a couple of the fields. As Rucker delivers, grounder over to shortstop. Hawley gets it over to Buffelli. 1, 2, 3 up. 1, 2, 3 down. And Northcott didn't mess around as Northcott leads 6-2 over Charles City. We'll be right back. Going into the bottom of the 5th inning here at University of Iowa Rec Complex in Iowa City. Northcott ahead of Charles City 6-2. Want to thank a couple of people for allowing us to videotape games here this weekend. Family Ties Production owes a debt of gratitude to the Iowa City West Athletic Department, Athletic Director Marv Ryland and his staff. And then also the University of Iowa Rec Center staff, Tom Shore and all his fine workers. Sidney Thomas, pinch hitter to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. Northcott ahead 6-2. Takes the first pitch from Kirby Meyer. Gets past her. Ball.
Hi, you. Hi. I'm too short.
Yesterday, those rocks in the parking lot ruined my dad's car.
Yeah.
They fly up. His brake pads are
And that's fouled back.
And so we were pulling out and we were driving. Everywhere we passed was
2-1 count.
Have you seen Norman Trek? It's all black.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Same as strike 2. Foul back actually.
Hey, Bailey. Come watch this picture. Yeah, come watch this picture.
Thomas showing bunt. As at strike 3, so first strikeout in a while for Kirby Meyer, the Charles City pitcher, is we have a straight foul ball from diamond number 3. You're going to see quite a few of those. One out. Mackenzie Heim.
Which are you looking at? What is she doing? Lexi, what is she doing?
Hard to believe that.
What is she doing?
Taped so many games here over the weekend. Some great softball here. As the bunt down, Heim up high and safe. She apparently her foot was off the bag there. The first baseman Mara Forsyth, as she was taking the throw, and Heim able to get there in time. The bunt singles have foiled Charles City here today, especially against Northcott. I don't know how they've done against Pleasant Valley, but we're going to have another pinch hitter here, Skylar Brooks, batting for Tor McCoy as Heim gets there, and this time they get the runner. She out?
Yes.
Yep, she's out. I thought so. Mackenzie Heim had to question it there, and when she was staying on base there, I thought she was going to be called safe after all, but there's no doubt she was out. And nice throw from Michaela Forsyth, the catcher, down to the shortstop, Abby Lasher. So Skylar Brooks now going to have to get something started for North Scout once again. 2 out.
You want to do this so I can open it? No.
So what do we got here? Situation here with the umpires conferring and looking at it appears to be a scorecard. And figure out what's going on here. Everything apparently okay. Making sure probably just that Guy Brooks in legally reported the right way as there's a swing and that's going to go foul.
She's doing good.
Brooks awaits delivery from Minor. Just barely misses her.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. Well, it's because you weren't here.
I saw McKenna, but
McKenna was pitching.
The delivery,
McKenna was
swing,
pitching
and that's going to go foul.
And Cassie was playing somebody.
Do it again.
do you want me to just hand her? Yeah.
Down low. Full count. And that's going to be off the glove. Pass ball, ball 4.
No, Lexi, it's basically just a milkshake.
And Brooks gets on. Sends Tor Holly, the leadoff batter for North Scott, number 1 batter. See if she can get Sky Brooks around.
I know, right? Ever since I started drinking, it's so different.
Sets up high for ball 1.
You are trying to win the game.
Brain freeze?
It's bad.
Outside. Ooh, barely gets back in time. Sky Brooks does. Tor Holly. 2-0 count on her, and that's off the glove of the third baseman, and that's going to be another error for Charles City. I'm gonna say that's been a rough outing for that side of the infield. Abby Stout and Abby Lasher. Stout the third baseman and the shortstop Lasher. And runners will move up to second and third. Holly to second, Skylar Brooks to third. Just some bad hops over on that right side of the left side of the field, and North Scott has taken advantage as Kayla Neighbor takes strike 1 count on her. Down low in the dirt, and runners hold. Can't advance. The delivery. Neighbor. Nope. 2-2 count. So what happens here? The delivery. There's a nice hit. That's going to be caught, though, by the left fielder, Jacqueline Foster. And
I didn't take a big bite. That was a Michaela bite.
Charles City gets out of that inning.
It was Michaela, I swear.
Only one run given up. North Scott 6 and Charles City 2 and right back. Top half of the 6th inning, and actually to make a correction, North Scott did not score in the bottom half of the 5th inning, but I'm sure to Charles City that would have been better than it sure felt like it. Let's just put it that way. Charles City up to bat. Looks like Kirby Meyer, number 6 in the batting order for the Comets, as she fouls that back.
Lexi. Lexi. Can I have another one of those? Yeah.
She'll watch Allie Rucker take her set. The delivery, down low, ball 1.
Morgan loves those.
Just had one game. There's a nice hit to the center field. So Kirby Meyer gets herself a leadoff single to center field, probably what Charles City is needing right about now. Sends now to the plate Morgan Schrader.
Can't see it coming, so how do you expect her to? No, she's great. I think that she was.
Outside, way outside, ball 1. Grounder, double play setup, nope. Only get the lead runner there. Dana Suter gets it over to second base. Hannah Lindemann covering. Meyer out at second, but Morgan Schrader reaching on the fielder's choice. 1 away as Abby Stout takes strike 1.
That's what I said yesterday.
Swing and a miss. Foul back, actually.
He's like priceless.
The game going on right beside us on the main field. Iowa City West beating Marshalltown 4-0 as that's low. Ball 1.
Go. You're dumb.
That's it. Thanks.
Nope, that's a single. Off the glove of Anna Bofelli. Trying to field it. It seems like it's happening quite a bit really lately for everybody I've seen. Not so much North Scott today, but certainly Charles City attempts to field the ball, go off the glove, and that's kind of a the way things have been here. Gotta call that an error though on Bofelli as Stout reaches safely. Ashley Paniche, designated player, number 9 batter, swings, fouls it back for strike 2. Rucker getting yourself set. Here's the delivery. Outside, ball 2. Oh boy. Hold on to your seats here. Stay in your seats, folks, here. Hope You don't lose her. Swing, foul back, ball. That's a foul. Count remains at
She like named all these bad
2-2.
And then she's like, okay, see ya. Oh my god.
1-2. Take that back.
And they like her.
Hit up the middle. That's going to be RBI.
Do you see her? When
Throw back in, but that's going to be an RBI single for Ashley Paniche from the number 9 position. Stout moves up to second, and Myers and the run scores. We're not sure. I think it was Kirby Meyer.
Coach Guard's talking to Dr. A.
Sends now back to the top of the order, Jacqueline Foster. Six to 3 your score now. New score. The big hit here will score 1 at least, possibly 2. It'll be a new ball game as Foster has a 1-1 count. Rucker ready and set and deliver outside. Ball 2. Foul back. Strike 2. 2-2 count. Just past the noon hour, we're in the afternoon as Allie Rucker gets set. Scott's going to have to hurry here. Outside loaded count. Oh boy, you don't want to lose him. You don't want to lose Jacqueline Foster. She's had a couple hits today. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. McCoy gets it back in. And Rucker raised the delivery to Foster. Up high, ball 4. Oh boy. Well, see if it sets up a force out or what, as Johnson calls the infield in. The outfield comes in too. Suter, Holly, Lindemann, and Buffelli, third to first, waiting for that bunt.
Get her now.
So Abby Lasher chomping at the bit to get a couple RBIs here at least, get Charles City back in the game here. There's a big hit. That's going to drop. 1 run's going to be in. Maybe 2. Nope. Buffelli. And she gets the out. Over to third. The lead runners out as Ashley Paniche a little too far off, but take a look at what just happened. Abby Lasher, RBI single over to right. Not deep enough to score multiple runs, but it gets 1 in, and it's 6-4. Down the middle, strike 1. Just inside. Looked like a check swing and wasn't. The ball didn't go far enough. Lisa Burns now out to the plate.
Did you write down your scores?
Ooh, almost hit her. Went around her backside. 2-1 count. Don't want to reload the bases. It's Lasher. Waits delivery. Big fly out to right. Caught by Lindsay Poles, and that ends the inning. But Charles City gets 2 back. RBIs by Ashley Paniche and Abby Lasher. It's 6-4. North Scott still leading by 2. Going into the bottom of the 6th inning, and we'll be right back. It's 10 minutes left in this contest here. North Scott and Charles City. North Scott leading 6-4. North Scott had rallied way back in the 3rd inning, took a 4-2 lead, and then made it 6-2 in the 4th. But Charles City getting a couple back in the top half of the 6th inning off the RBIs by Ashley Paniche and Abby Lasher. So it's been a well-played game offensively as Anna Buffelli leads off, number 3 batter in the North Scott lineup. North Scott Orr. I don't think I've ever heard of a North Scotter. Hit. That's going to go up the past the second baseman and into right field, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Anna Buffelli. Advice there, Denny Johnson giving advice to Dana Suter. Got a big smile on her face. She always has a nice smile. As let's see if she can get.
Have you already been to Milwaukee this weekend? That's like 5 hours both ways.
She can get Buffelli around. Myers delivery. Kirby Myers still the pitcher.
I did.
You got me addicted to that song. Remind
Strike
me.
1.
It's a good song.
I swear, I've listened to it.
Mary Andrew is so good in that.
What isn't she good in? That's true.
Suter showing bunt. Oh, here we go. Go, go, go. Off the glove. Again, ability to field the bunt, and Suter gets down to second. Second baseman Renee Parker came up with it. She didn't even try to throw it down to second, and I think there was somebody covering second. That's just plain not trying to get the runner out. Resigned to
Statue of Liberty's not that important.
having all these bad things when bunts happen. I think North Scott's written the book
I saw
when
you at Toys R Us.
bunt things happen to
And Wonka World.
softball teams.
I'll show you a picture. And then what else?
They've happened. Bunt things have happened. North Scott
Possibly imagine
has made them happen to good and bad teams.
Jurassic dinosaur. So
As Hannah Lindemann, 1-1 count on her. Meyer, the delivery. That's up high, popped, caught by the shortstop. Nicely done there. Abby Lasher getting the out. Allie Dittmer comes to the plate.
I went to the studio at 5:30
Oh,
in the morning.
I did a
Just
weekly
4:30.
thing.
Big Brother Billy, you might recall that name. A couple years ago, he set the all-time school record in baseball for home runs
I just don't know.
at the varsity level. Has 17, I believe. Beat a guy named Dallas Quitzel. Went on to be drafted by the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Had a good career at Valpo. 2-0 count as Lindemann or Dittmer watched it go by. A ball. 3-0 count. Well, Kirby Meyer wants to be careful. Don't want to lose her. As runners at second and third. In there for a strike. Suter at second and or Buffelli's at third.
Did I say yesterday I love people watching?
Yeah.
Leslie just said that.
Again, outside. Meyer's starting to paint the outside corner now. Full count.
The country's on come I like Chandler.
Hey, Abby.
Swing and foul back.
Yeah. PB lost.
Rather fouled down
That sucks.
the
They did? I hate
left field line. Do it again here.
Are you still doing North Sky in Trail City?
There's the hit. Off the left fielder's glove, as that was a single just the same. 2 RBI single there by Allie Dittmer.
So we went to
Scores Lindemann and
up there now. They blocked off the road, so people could just sit there and like watch what was going on.
Suter, and I guess that's it.
These guys
8-4. I guess time's been called.
and like
North Sky in the lead, and well, we're gonna give the player of the game honors to Anna Buffelli once again.